the gun drops and you know something's happening.
Hi, this is Karen, StraightHipHop.com, getting straight to the point with Pharoahe Monch. Well, it's been like 8 years since we heard an album from you.
Yeah, man.
Why such a long break?
You know, to me, it's like it was time well spent, and I don't think a lot of people know that. Like, the reason why it took so long to me to put this album out is, you know, I was formerly on Raucous, and they were taken over by MCA, and that was a yearly process, and then MCA was swallowed by Geffen, and that process took another year. And for those people out there who know about record labels, like, each time there's a new regime, the sound that they want to hear changed, and, you know, I wound up finding myself on Geffen, and I wasn't really liking what they were doing in terms of the hip-hop, you know, and the way they were promoting their artists. I wasn't feeling like they would do a good job with me, so I opted out of the situation and went legal with it. At the same time, Raucous went under, and I was supposed to transfer to Shady, and that took some time. And then in the 11th hour of that deal, you know, some things went wrong on the Geffen side of the deal, because it would have been a 3-label deal and kind of blocked it from going through. So make a long story short, I got off of the label completely. Took a year off. I toured. I went on a couple of tours, one with MOP, one with Talib and Mos and Jean Grey. Wrote 2 songs on the Press Play album for the Diddy record, and just been writing and producing, as well as working on this album that I'm about to release, Desire, May 1st.
So how did you feel about the breakup with Raucous? You had a couple of hits, you know, you made some.
I mean, Raucous was a great record company in that they were smart, they had a good ear for talent. Obviously, the artists that came through there were able to set themselves up independently, and that was unprecedented to me, like the artists just being on the same tier with the record company. And, you know, we had freedom to do, you know, creatively what we wanted to do. Another thing that was smart about Raucous is they released, like, just music and singles and gave fans, like, a current flow of music from the artist, not necessarily, you know, next year, you know, you would get compilation projects like Sound Bombing and different things, which really worked well. I just think that at the end of the tenure and, you know, the success and, you know, being taken over by bigger companies, they couldn't produce the records, or they had to produce, you know, what was, I guess, more like hit records at the time. And I think it kind of like messed up the core of what the company was about to me at the end of the day. So I felt good about the breakup, because at the end it wasn't really good, because I don't feel it was the same label anymore that it was when I signed there.
Okay, so now you're with SRC, I believe,
Universal,
right?
SRC,
yes.
Steve Rifkin.
Okay, and your plans with them? I know you're putting out an album May 1st.
Right.
Okay, so, you know, how do you feel about this new label deal, this new situation? Do you think they're going to bring you into the mainstream?
It's funny because there's so many different ways to make it into the mainstream, and I just think because of the direction that hip-hop is going in now and what's trendy now, an artist like myself has to grind and has to get out on the road. And I've been away from the game for a minute, so the reason I chose SRC as opposed to different labels that were courting me at the time is, like a Raucous, you know, I'm getting able to test the waters and put out singles. Like, we released a song called Push that I produced. We released a song called When the Gun Draws that Denon Porter produced. We shot a short film for it.
Good evening, my name's Mr. Bullet. I respond to the index when you pull it. The trigger, so make a note to the vote. Quick man. Nicknames, quicker oats, cuz whether domestic violence occurs, yeah, let's change. Brain matter to oatmeal, and when I kill kids, they say shame on me. The fuck told you to put their names on me?
Rhyming from the perspective of a bullet, and you know, it gets pretty graphic. We touch on the Kennedy assassination and the Martin Luther King assassination, and we actually have that footage in the video. And as a company, you know, Steve Rifkin and the marketing understood that this video wasn't going to be able to be played on BET or MTV, but they still understood the importance in terms of there's a big internet market out there, and you know, we just had a whole internet marketing team, and we got so many hits on allhiphop.com, and they debuted the video on Black Voices and different things that we weren't even looking for. And they're just open-minded to, you know, a groundswell. I don't want to say street, but just starting a record from its core and then working its way up, instead of like, you know, it became real trendy, like go for a big single at radio and then see what the response is and then see what the numbers are. And I don't think I'm that type of artist, so it seemed to be the perfect choice for me, you know, SRC.
All right. As for the old school heads like myself, Organized Confusion, y'all gonna have a reunion album or anything? You know, are we gonna see y'all get together for like a minute, or?
My clinical answer for that question is, who knows what the future holds.
Okay. So tell us everything that's going to happen for you in 2007. What do you have? What do you have planned?
The long-awaited release of this album. So many people hit me online. I kept them waiting for so long. I'm excited. So excited about the release of Desire, May 1st. Into the marketplace. We got tours planned. We got, you know, this radio run that we're doing right now, but most importantly, it's just bringing it to the stage. I think this album was recorded and conceived as a performance album, you know, so I'm just excited about going on tour and like bringing it to the people in that manner.
Alright, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, tell us again when your album's coming out, the title, everything, where we can look for you.
Title of the album is Desire. It's coming out May 1st. At a store near you, SRC Universal. You can reach out to me on MySpace. That's MySpace/Pharoahe Monch, or my site, which is Pharoahe/Monch, or more importantly, you should check out the video on its own website, which is www.gundrawers.com. Very positive video. It's tied into some non-profit organizations, so if you're a Pharoahe Monch fan, you really want to check that video. Gun Drawers.